boxing for the Vacant Southern Area Super Bantamweight Championship.
Instructions in the dressing room. Shake hands now. Best of luck, Cheshunt.
Well, this could be a cracking contest between the much-hyped Spencer Oliver in the white trunks, who calls himself the Omen, and Patrick Mullings from Harrow, who is also unbeaten. These two have sold an awful lot of tickets for tonight's show, particularly Oliver, whose PR people were throwing out red hats with the Omen written on them before the start of the fight here. Oliver, the Commonwealth Games silver medalist in 1994. Mullings, a former ABA bantamweight champion. Two prospects meeting in a crossroads fight. The singing is for Oliver. Mullings has had a quieter kind of build-up. He's a southpaw, decent movement and southpaw jab, less hyped than Spencer Oliver, who comes from Barnet, not very far at all from here. Oliver, remember, in the white trunks. This could be good, Glenn.
Well, certainly on paper it has the makings of a very good fight, and they normally are when you get two unbeaten young prospects coming together. I think they're both so keen to win. It means so much to each of them. You're guaranteed a good fight.
Oliver has 9 out of 9 wins. Mullings has 10 out of 10. But the bigger stoppage percentage so far for Oliver, who got him with a very good right hand there. And again, then a left as well. Mullings under the sort of pressure he hasn't had to face so far in his career. So far they've usually just put him in with journeymen, the kind of capable fighters who put up a show but are usually beaten. Oliver really means business. Managed by Jess Harding.
Well, Mullings has thrown some fast punches, but certainly Oliver has got through with the more substantial punches.
Oliver looking busy and workmanlike in this opening round. Got through with some decent shots. And Mullings on the back foot, trying to counter. The great hand goes through again. Then the body shots. Oh, that's a great right uppercut, though, as they worked in close from Mullings. Easily his most eye-catching punch so far. That was a reminder to Oliver not to take too many liberties on the way in.
Yes, and that was stylish, classy work there from both boxers, but I think who just come out the stronger of it was Mullings with a good, classy right uppercut.
But I think this has been Oliver's opening round. Round amid a thunderous atmosphere here in Cheshunt tonight. The white trunks of Spencer Oliver, the black of Patrick Mullings, both from North London. Oliver with this nickname of the Omen, which is among the more original around, I would suggest.
Well, Oliver will be looking to get in close, start making good use of that right hand against the southpaw Mullings.
Mullings was getting caught a wee bit too much for comfort from his point of view in that opening round, not slipping enough or sliding away laterally from too many of the punches. But he did produce that really high quality uppercut. Both of them ABA champions in the recent past. And in that Commonwealth game, Spencer Oliver was very, very close to winning the gold medal. He was only beaten by 20 points to 18 by an Australian in the final.
Well, there, a decent straight left picked up there from Mullings, and again come back with a right from Mullings as he just starts to get into work.
Mullings trying to up the tempo, take the initiative in this second round, steal the play away from Oliver. Good body shots, those from Oliver, and mixing it up to the head. At the moment, Mullings being reduced to looking for scraps on the counter.
Yes, he's just looking to try and pick a good punch on the counter with his back against the ropes, but some good right hands going in from Oliver.
Occasionally he does counter well, Mullings. There's a real fire about this Spencer Oliver, who is on the up and up, and the camp really believe he is going to go places. There's even talk already in the programme tonight about world title shots for him. That's way ahead of the game, of course, but of course the PR and marketing people do get very excited when they get a decent young hopeful.
Good punches there from Oliver. He's putting them together well. He looks to be the heavier handed, but
great exchange at the end of the round. Is finding that Spencer Oliver is working with so much fire and passion, and Mullings, though he looks good himself, he's just being outworked at the moment, I would suggest.
He does. Mullings looks very flashy. You see there, 10 out of 10. You know, not the heaviest punch in the world, just 3 KOs, but he's coming back with some very fast, some nice looking punches himself. But you just look as if Oliver has the better power in there, and really Mullings can't afford to stand on the rope taking these sort of punches.
Third round, both unbeaten as we've been saying, though Oliver has been on the floor once against the Scottish bantamweight Sean Anderson just over a year ago, but he got up to win that in the third round. There's Glenn's scorecard, both rounds so far to Spencer Oliver from Barnet. This is the Southern Area Super Bantamweight Championship they're fighting for, the 8 stone 10 pound division. The British Championship at the moment is vacant, soon to be contested by the excellent Michael Brodie and the Welsh Neil Swain. Richie Winton no longer the champion. Again, the flashy counters from Mullings, but the heavier looking punches from Oliver. The pattern is set, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Just looking as if Oliver's just the heavier puncher of the two, but certainly Mullings coming back with some very good-looking combinations, and this really is a very good matchup.
Which of these two fine young fighters will prove to be the better? Left hand seemed to trouble Mullings there. Straight right through the middle as well. He's under heavy pressure, Mullings, and at the moment, no counters, just covering. Well, Oliver is looking the business here so far.
He's looking really, really good. He's got a good style, rolls into his punches nice, very busy, very exciting. But Mullings showing he's got a few skills himself, and he's coming back to contest this round very well indeed.
Mullings has proved that he's got a good chin already. Good punch resistance. He's taken these punches and he's come back with blows of his own. But he's really got a good variety about him. Big straight rights through the middle, hooks to the body as well. Mullings is under severe pressure. Richie Davis, the referee, takes a closer look. Mullings at last gets himself out of the trap.
Well, Mullings in danger of just leaving himself on the ropes just a little bit too long. I don't think he was really badly hurt there, but he's standing on the ropes taking too many punches, and the referee was having a good close look there.
Some really impressive attacks from Spencer Oliver, who's got a good repertoire. Mullings isn't out of this just yet, but that's Oliver's round yet again.
It is really proving to be that with some great work from Oliver, and Mullins shown himself to be cagey and coming back.
He's only 21 as well, this Spencer Oliver.
He's very young. He certainly looks as if he has a very good future. Look, he's gritting his teeth. They're really looking for the shots. He's not just flaying away in there. He's looking for the openings. He's picking them from body to head, putting punches up the middle. Look at that, good body punches. You see Mullins try to come there with the uppercut. Oliver just slipped out of the way. And then starts to plant them again in the body and really working Mullins over at this point.
Great atmosphere as well for this contest, which is only giving it a more exciting feel. The white trunks of Oliver, who's been on the attack so far, but Mullings has got fast hands and flashy skills, and he's proved himself to have a decent chin. He doesn't believe that his resistance has been cracked yet. There's more for Oliver to do. Spencer Oliver, who used to spar in his front room with his brother Danny before they went off to the gym together. Young fighter who's grew up with a boyhood hero of Marvin Hagler, and you can't get much more of a hero than that to model yourself on.
Two nice little counters from Mullins to remind Oliver he's still there.
Can Mullings claw his way back? Might there just be a little bit of a danger maybe for Oliver, that he gets punched out, that he starts to fade a little? No sign of it so far. He's obviously really in absolutely tip-top condition for this. They both are, obviously, but we've been saying they're both young fighters. Glenn Mullings is in fact 26.
Yes, he's 26. You'd expect him to be the stronger and more mature of the two, but certainly he's looking very strong, Spencer Oliver. But there's still a ways to go yet, and Oliver's never been beyond 6 rounds.
This is good stuff now from Mullings. His best little spell for a while, but look at Oliver's answer to it. Well, it's a cracker, isn't it? Superb work, particularly with the uppercut by Oliver. But then Mullings produces something of the same.
And then you see work like this from much more accomplished and experienced fighters. This is very good work for someone so young.
Two men who both want this victory so very badly. He's got a good array of shots, doesn't he, Oliver?
He mixes them well, but Mullins, I think he's a very classy fighter himself. He can mix them up, he can change them around. He's really testing Oliver as much as he can in there.
Got a nice loose kind of rhythm about him as well, Mullings. Almost like an American fighter in style, isn't he? More than your sort of stand-up British type.
Yes, and what I like about these two young men is they're prepared to stand. There's not a lot of holding. They're looking for clean shots all the time. An excellent contest.
In that round to get a share of the round?
I don't think he did. I think it was close. He did some good work, but I think still just the stronger work just coming from Oliver. He's just beating Mullins to the punch. He's the one that's looking to land quicker. Oliver
throwing more and landing more so far, according to the computer and according to the evidence as well. Though Mullings had his moments in that last round.
He certainly did. I don't even take anything away from Mullins at all. He's really a very good fighter, and he's coming back with some great stuff. But at this moment, I'm very impressed with Spencer Oliver. There you see, putting his punches together. Always good punches. He's looking to slot them in round the elbows, up the middle. Good array of shots.
We go into this 5th round. Glenn McCrory has given everything so far to Spencer Oliver. I was a little kinder to Mullings in that last round, just giving him a share of that one. But Oliver will be ahead. The 21-year-old from Barnet in the white trunks. Mullings from not too very far away in Harrow, trained by Dean Powell. Oliver still mixing them up to head and body. Some really eye-catching shots to the rib cage and then uppercuts, straight rights, but Mullings full of defiance still.
He really is. They're both mixing their punches up very well indeed. But again, you just sense that Oliver punching a little bit harder.
Certainly not broken the spirit of Mullings yet, though.
No, and although I'm giving these rounds to Oliver, they're all very close, and Mullings acquitting himself very well.
Toe-to-toe exchanges. Setting himself for these shots, Oliver. Doing more of the work still. That's a really good left hand. That must have hurt Mullings and shaken him a little. He seems to have absorbed everything so far. Well, he's thrown so much, Oliver, done so much work in the early stages of the contest. He's never been beyond 6 rounds before. One scenario just might be that Mullings may take all this and come on a bit stronger later on. We've seen that happen before.
Well, that could well happen, but this is really testing the resilience of Mullings, because he's had to take some good solid shots, both the body and head, and he's still there and still taking them. But you feel these shots have got to start having an effect.
I was just thinking the same thing, Glenn. You can't continue, surely, to keep taking those punches and still be as fresh as a daisy in there. Oliver with friends, family, fans packing the arena. Good left again. Mullings just left himself a bit open to that then. The right driven through the middle.
Again, he's showing a terrific array of punches, Oliver.
Big left hook from Oliver and then a countering right from Mullings.
Mullings pushing Oliver every step of the way, coming back all the time, firing back great, classy little punches of his own. But all the time, Oliver just, cannot be dampened in spirit. He's just getting the punches up faster, just seems to be getting them up harder. But an excellent contest. Look at that. I mean, just a young man there just switching the jab into an uppercut and finding a gap through the middle of a good guard from Mullings. This is right at the end of the round where they didn't really want to finish fighting here. They're enjoying it, and good work in there. Mullings getting some good success himself, both landing with punches right at the end.
Oliver with 59 body shots landed to 15 by Mullings. Significant statistic. Here's the 6th round. Oliver, remember, in the white trunks. And there you've got a big lead for Oliver.
I have. It's maybe not telling the whole story. It's an excellent fight. Mullings fighting all the way there, and there's very little in each of these rounds. But I just think that the better work coming from Oliver.
Easy to see why they've both been unbeaten so far, though. Both just beginning maybe to tire a little.
Yes, I was just going to say, you wouldn't think that this pace could continue as it has done. They've really worked hard, and you think it's just got to drop off a little bit.
Good left hooks again from Spencer Oliver. Much talked about in these parts as a star of the future, and he looks the part too. Sometimes there's a lot of hype around fighters, but they can't really match it with performances in the ring. Sometimes it is just ticket-selling hype, but this young man does look a real prospect, and that's a very good right uppercut from Oliver. Non-stop pressure from him. A lot of these shots hitting the gloves as they're working close. That one didn't.
And Mullings, of the two, Mullings just looking a little more tired in this round.
And hitting the gloves a lot of Oliver Mullings with those shots this round. This Oliver is getting more through. And he's beginning to just look a little stiffer in the leg. Patrick Mullings, if I'm not mistaken. Just a wee bit more laboured.
Two nice little punches there from Oliver, the right hook, and then turned into an uppercut.
Is the resistance of Patrick Mullings just starting to get broken down? Maybe not. Mullings ended the round well.
Boxing from both men. They just dropped off the pace a little bit there, but there's nobody's holding, nobody's looking to spoil. They're both looking to get their clean shots on. Mullings finished the round with a little bit better work. He landed a few, and I think because they dropped off maybe an even type of round.
Here's the 6th round action again for you, or some of the more significant action in that round.
But some terrific exchanges in close from both men, looking to pick their shots.
.195 punches landed by Oliver to 161 by Mullings so far. That's according to our computer men at ringside. 7th round. This is new ground for Spencer Oliver. He's never had to fight this far before.
And these two are throwing that many punches. I'm glad I'm not counting them in.
You'd need really fast fingers, wouldn't you? Bob Mee is the man sitting alongside us doing the job. Good right again that was by Oliver.
Mullings come back with a nice little left of his own. He's trying to push forward a little more, Mullings. Maybe he senses Oliver's just starting to tire.
Well, I suppose there has to be a question mark over the stamina of Spencer Oliver at this stage, since we've never seen him go this far before. But there's no sign of him letting up, certainly yet. They're digging in these body shots, Mullings now.
Yes, he's looking a little stronger in this round. He's keeping himself nice and compact, looking to try and get a bit of weight into his punches and look to try and switch them to the body.
Mullings just starting to force Oliver back for the first time. Starting to pick up the pace. Are we just seeing a little turning of the tide here in the 7th round?
Well, I think certainly this is the best success for Mullings this far.
Mullings has soaked up everything Oliver can throw at him, but he's still there.
But Oliver quickly changes it around, puts Mullings on the back foot, starts to land the head and body again.
That's a good shot again by Oliver.
Just dipping the head there, Mullings. I'm not sure if he's hurt with the body punch.
Well, it's a terrific fight. Two big hooks going in there from Oliver. But Mullings still snarling defiance. Just look at this. This is some round, isn't it? Furious exchanges.
And Mullings maybe sensing a little weakness in Oliver now and going for broke with a couple of big punches.
What a fight this is. Fans really enjoying this.
Well, as well they might. I think the boxing people among here will really be enjoying this. This is tremendous work from both boxers. You see Oliver just pushing Mullings back here, but Mullings came back very well. I think it could have been Mullings' round. He was looking strong at the end. Maybe he feels, you know, he's took Oliver's best shots and he's going for broke now.
Yeah, I thought Mullings just about did enough in that round. Particularly in the early part of the round and then late on again. So round 8, 3 rounds to go. The Southern Area Super Bantamweight Championship at stake here. The white trunks of Spencer Oliver, Patrick Mullings in the black, both of them defending unbeaten records. Kind of Tyson-like garb for Mullings, solid black trunks and boots and no socks by the look of it. Not really a Tyson-like type of fighter, though, in style.
Knowing Mullings is skilled, he doesn't waste a lot of punches. He's tried to reserve his energy as much as he can. And maybe this will come into force in the last few rounds.
Goodness me, he's shown some real courage, bravery and punch resistance tonight, this Mullings. All the pressure of Oliver has not broken him. Can Mullings conjure up a big finish? He needs to, because he must be a fair way behind, you'd think, on the scorecards.
And a little change of tactics now from Oliver. Maybe a plan in the corner. They're bound to know their man's probably ahead, and maybe they're just saying, right, we've got the points in the bag, let's just take it easy this round, keep a bit of energy, get on the bike a little bit and pick the points.
Trying to skip around the edge of the ropes now. Getting in and then getting away again. Oliver, he can't abandon his all-action style quite that easily. But you're right, there is a difference in the strategy here.
Well, fighters certainly need to be able to change styles. They need to be able to box as well as fight. They've picked 2 lovely punches there with that long left uppercut.
Good right hand from Oliver, who's switched tactics, but is making this work pretty well for him.
Well, he's shown in the amateurs he has the boxing ability to be able to do this, keep out of trouble for a little while and get on his bike.
Mullings doesn't look quite as good when he's got to come forward. They're asking a different question of Mullings. Now, it's good tactics in that round by Oliver.
Oliver just quietened the round down there, decided to use his mobility, pick the punches, and I think he won the round with nice boxing from the outside there.
Fight total you're looking at there. Oliver's thrown more and landed significantly more too. Got a punch economy from Mullings.
He had some nice work in this round there, you see. It's like a jab, but he just turns the wrist at the end and turns it into an uppercut, and it just slots through the middle of the defense. And now we see him picking 3 punches, kept it nice and clean there, and that was a nice bit of boxing, and he also won the round.
My scorecard has a 2.5-point lead at the moment for Oliver, and there's Glenn's snap. 2 rounds to go. Oliver in white, remember, in this important crossroads fight for these two hitherto unbeaten fighters. And at the moment, the omens look good for the omen. Spencer Oliver. Good work again.
Yes, Ian, very, very classy punches. And this is not a trial horse or a novice or journeyman he's in with here. He's in with an unbeaten, very good prospect, and he's shown quality moves like this.
It's an exciting talent for manager Jess Harding to have. He may really be able to make some waves with this young fellow. He's still got work to do here.
Yes, he has. I must say I've been very impressed with Patrick Mullings as well. They certainly have a good prospect. He's worked well, maybe been beaten to the punch a little by Spencer Oliver, but certainly put a very good account of himself.
I wonder what price these two meet again someday for some elevated title, not the Southern Area Championship, maybe the British title.
Well, I'm sure everybody in this hall would pay to see it again.
He's still doing good work, Mullings, here. And it's only the quality of Oliver's performance, really, which has got him behind on the scorecards. This has not been a bad performance at all by Mullings, but he's up against an exceptional young fighter in this Spencer Oliver.
So we've heard rave reviews about Spencer Oliver. They've talked about world titles, but certainly he has tremendous potential.
I'd like to see, I must say, a fight between Spencer Oliver and Michael Brodie, the other brilliant prospect. What a fight that would be down the road.
Certainly a tremendous fight that's out there, and certainly the way they're going will probably happen. But Mullings isn't finished yet.
Really excellent cluster of punches to the head from Oliver. And what's really impressed me is the way that he's switched styles and still looks effective, working this new style of dancing around the edge of the ropes, getting in range, throwing clusters, getting away again.
Well, I think if you won a silver medal in the Commonwealth Games, you've got to be able to box on the retreat as well.
What a pity he didn't get to box at the Olympic Games. Well, it's been a hard night for the former ABA bantamweight champion from 1992, Patrick Mullings, but he has looked a very good fighter. It's just that Oliver's looked a bit more of a fighter. Well, 18 punches to 17, according to that round 9 stat, but I thought Oliver won the round. What did you think, Glenn?
I give the last round to Oliver with a cleaner work on the outside. Mullings is coming forward, putting a great account of himself. You know, I can't give anything but praise to Patrick Mullings. You see some good work there, but just such a classy performance from Spencer Oliver. And this really is a terrific fight.
Well, he's only 21. And if he wins this, it will be 10 out of 10. He'll have his first championship as well. Last round coming up. Both Glenn and I have Spencer Oliver in the white trunks in a pretty big lead. I have him 3 points ahead at this stage, so too does Glenn. If that's right, Mullings, of course, needs the knockout or stoppage. Frank Maloney, the manager of Patrick Mullings, is on his feet on the far side, and so too is Jess Harding, the manager of Oliver. Both of them living every second of it. It has been very good to watch this one.
It really has, and as well as great action, it's been such a good technical fight. You know, there's hardly been a clinch. They've done so very little wrong. It's been impressive all the way. Good mixture of punches, you know, and good clean work throughout.
And a privilege, really, to report a fight as good as this between two excellent, up-and-coming British fighters.
And Oliver's got a cut on the left eye, and it looks quite bad there.
Suddenly that's opened up, hasn't it? But it's probably too late to matter. Mullings gets in another 2 rights, and then body shots as well. He's going for it, Mullings. He knows he needs something sensational in this last round. More right hands going in, but there's only a minute and 20 seconds now remaining. That's a big right, and it hurt Mullings. He was staggered by that, Mullings. Probably more than any other punch in the contest. Could have been because he's got very tired. Is Oliver going to take him out here? Even with the cut. Mullings is stopped with 53 seconds, it looked like, of the round remaining. But what a finish that was. Spencer Oliver. Horrible gash by the eye at the start of the round, and then coming back with the punches to force the stoppage with about 50-odd seconds left in the contest. We thought Oliver was on his way to a points win anyway. He's got a horrible cut, but he's not going to worry too much about that. He makes it 10 wins out of 10, and he is the Southern Area Super Bantamweight champion after a superb little fight.
It really was a pleasure to watch that. It was fantastic work from both men. You know, we've got to say a lot about Patrick Mullings. He fought a great fight. He was so brave, he was so skillful, and certainly there's a lot more he can do. But Spencer Oliver is a great prospect. He showed some great work here. He was badly cut, landed a good punch and just piled it all on here. You know, he really went for broke. And you know, a real character, a real good fighter, with so much to offer.
He was halfway outside the ring when referee Richie Davis stepped in to stop it.
Some good right hands going in there from Oliver. To me, he didn't look in that bad trouble, Patrick Mullings. He'd gone between the ropes, but I think the referee maybe could have given the benefit of the doubt and let him come out there. But it was an awfully bad cut, but what a terrific fight.
Let's go up to our MC, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 8 seconds of the 10th and final round, with Mullings in no position to continue. Your winner and the new Southern Area Super Bantamweight champion, Spencer the Omen Oliver.
And I really do think that Spencer Oliver could be a star of the future in this Super Bantamweight division and maybe beyond. Very good young fighter. So too is Patrick Mullings, who can certainly come back from that. He won't meet Spencer Oliver every time.
Well, he's very pleased, Spencer Oliver, and sure he should be. It was a terrific performance. He showed so much good boxing. Oh, very sad for Patrick Mullings. I was a little uncertain whether it should have been stopped there. I think I would have given the benefit of the doubt because it just looked as if he slipped between the ropes, but he had been caught with some good punches.
Maybe a question mark over the stoppage. but we thought Spencer Oliver was well ahead on points at the time. A deserved victory for him.
Patrick, Spencer, a fantastic fight. First of all, congratulations, Spencer, the new Southern champion. How do you feel?
I feel great. It's a shame it had to be Pat that I had to fight, because we go back a long way. We used to spar when we was younger. He's a great guy, and hopefully there's no hard feelings. And I wish Pat all the best.
And that was one of the fights of the year so far. Terrific stuff.
Unbelievable fight. It's so hard. Just had to grip my teeth and go all the time. Pat felt really strong, even in 10th round. I was so surprised that you just hit the brick wall, Pat. I was so surprised because you come out so strong. I thought, definitely going to be there until the end. I tried to box the last few rounds because he felt so strong. I thought I'd just try and nick a few rounds just to make sure that I got the victory, but great fight.
Patrick, upset it was stopped. How did you feel it went for you?
Well, to be honest, it was a very hard fight. I wish the referee did I mean, I did take a few more shots than I should have taken in the last round. But I think the ref should have probably let it go on to the end. But I mean, I weren't hurt, but I was taking a few shots, which is fair enough. I mean, it's down to the referee at the end of the day.
We're just seeing the stoppage actually go through now. Do you think it was right that it was stopped?
50-50, really. I mean, I didn't think the ref was going to jump into two, but I thought he was going to let it go on since it was the last round as well. I just thought he was going to let it go on, but, you know...
And Patrick?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I was ducking and diving and taking a few. I think he caught me a lot on the arms, but I think the final decider was when I was through the ropes, really. I mean, I think the ref should have stopped it and sort of spotted us and let us carry on again, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's the referee's decision, really.
Possible hand trouble in round 6, did that affect you?
I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, I can't blame it on... I mean, the hand problem has nothing to do with it at the end of the day. I had a problem with the hand, but, I mean, as a fighter, everyone knows you got a problem with any part of your body, you fight on. You know, you fight on, you ignore the pain, you fight on, and that's what I did. I can't blame it on my hand or nothing. I did have a hand problem, but I can't blame it on my hand because, I mean, I still carried on fighting from round 6 to 10. So the hand held out, really.
Spencer, just bring Jess Harding in, promoter. The unveiling of the Omen, you said. He unveiled tonight.
He did indeed, yes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. In 18 months' time, this guy, champion of the world. I'd just like to thank a couple of people. I'd like to thank Sussex Futures and the printing company have helped Spencer over the last 18 months, and the Daily Star for their continuing support of me. But as I said before, this guy is going places. 18 months' time, champion of the world.
Spencer, a final message to everyone?
Well, just keep watching. Hopefully Sky will be behind me and watching me go to the top. But Pat can come again. He's a great fighter, and I wish him all the best.
Congratulations, Spencer. Congratulations, Pat. Terrific night.
Thanks very much. Cheers, mate.